Hi everyone, it's Jen, and I'm going to show you how to create some if functions using the wizard that is available in Excel. So just to look over this sheet here, I have my VIP clients, and they are from different states. They have different statuses as customers, and each status will give them a different amount of discount. This is the amount that they're supposed to be paying for their product, and once we've calculated the discount here, it's going to be subtracted from whatever they're paying. And then if they live outside of California, they're going to have to pay an out-of-state fee. Then I've got my total here, and then if they qualify for a bonus, I want to make another if function for if a client has spent more than $4,500. So I want to start with my simplest if function here. I'm going to click on the out-of-state fee. I'd like to begin my formula here, so I'm going to head to the Formulas tab here to open up the Formulas ribbon. And please note, if yours look a little different, it might be just because your window is sized differently. If you the icons do get bigger if your window is larger. And what I want to do is, if this column here is not equal to California, then I want to make sure that they get a fee of $200 charged to them. So I'm going to go into my logical formula here. I'm going to click on the if function, and this nice window opens up to walk me through creating the formula. So this is great because I don't actually have to type in the formula. It's going to make it for me. The first thing I have to input is my logical test. So what I wanted to remind you here is that if this cell over here, if that equals California, I'm going to put it in quotes, then they don't have to have a fee, right? So that would be blank, right? And I could even go ahead and put in a 0. If it's true that they are from outside of California, so meaning that the statement is false, then they're going to have to pay the $200. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 200 and click OK. And you can see here that it worked for this one because California made 0 here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it down. And it worked because you can see here that the client from Georgia has a $200 fee, the client from Oregon, and all the ones from California have 0. And I'm going to go ahead and format that also as money here. All right. And now I'm going to move on to another little bit more complex if function. I'm going to apply their discount here. So if they have a diamond status, they get a 10% discount. If they have a gold status, they get 5%, and silver 2%. So I'm going to, again, head back to the formula bar ribbon. I'm going to go to the logical functions, and this time, because I have 3 different choices, rather than if, I'm going to choose ifs. So here's my test. Again, if this equals diamond, I have to make sure to spell it correctly, otherwise it won't work. If that equals diamond, I want to multiply the amount due. Oops, I better backspace that off and make sure I'm in the correct cell. I want to multiply E4 by my 10% discount. Then I'm going to go ahead and do another one. If this equals gold, then again, I'm going to take whatever their amount due is, and I'm going to multiply it by 5%. And last but not least, if this equals silver, and here, because I already have so many, I have to scroll down a bit, and I could keep on going if I had more. If that equals silver, Then again, I'm going to take the amount due, and I'm going to multiply it by 2%. And I'm going to click OK. Now I can see here, I can copy this down. And let's see, Diamond, 10% discount was given. We can easily see that. We can double check that it worked. We can see that gold got a 5% and silver 2%. Perfect. Now I need to total everything up. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick sum function. And I'm going to sum up their, if they have a fee there, and copy that down. And now if they had paid over 4,500, they're going to get a bonus gift. So I'm going to create another if function. I'm going to head over here, and because I only have two options, either they get it or they don't, I'm going to create an if function here. And again, my test is if this cell is greater than or equal to this cell. Now, when I copy this down, I want to make sure that it remains constant and doesn't try to copy further down. I need it to be an absolute reference, so I'm going to go ahead and make it an absolute reference by pressing F4 or the function key in F4, or even just typing in those dollar signs would help. And now, if it's true, if they did spend 4,500 or more, they're going to get a bonus gift in there. And if not, I'm just going to go ahead and put empty. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put OK. And now it looks like nothing's in there, but let's see. When I copy this formula down, you can see those that did spend more than 4,500 got the bonus gift, and those that did not, it is empty. And that was using the wizard to create several types of if functions. See you next time.